Really pretty, right? So today's video comes courtesy of Coco Black Hair. They are the leader in the Yaki hair game. They sent over this beautiful human hair 360 lace wig, and I customized and slayed it on camera for you guys. I came up with this look, and I think it's perfect for your holiday parties. Whether you celebrate Thanksgiving or not, I think you'll be able to slay this for your holiday, your Christmas, your Thanksgiving, your Kwanzaa. It's very simple, so you don't feel like you're doing too much, yet it's sexy. All I did was kind of sweep it to the side, gave you a little swoop action up here, some baby hair realness, some little sideburn realness, and kind of hit you with a little bit of a curl right here while keeping the rest straight. I think this hair is also very beautiful because it is a Yaki texture, but it's straight, so it mimics African American hair. So if you're interested in seeing start to finish how I got this look, stay tuned. Also, if you're feeling my videos, make sure you give this one a thumbs up and also hit that bell button and subscribe. I have so many things coming up. I know it's the end of the month, but this last week is going to be jam-packed with stuff for Black Friday, and you don't want to miss any of it. So hit that bell button, subscribe, and now let's get on with the video. So today's video comes courtesy of Coco Black Hair. They sent over this beautiful package. It was shipped via FedEx. It got here in about 3 business days. And then when I opened up the FedEx package, I was pleasantly surprised to see it came in a little cute baggie. These bags are really cool because you can like use them as a lunch bag for a few days or something like that. And inside is a box. My FedEx man doesn't care about how much I love my packaging, so it is smushed, but it is like a cardboard. It's like a cardboard box, so if you want to like pop it back into place, you definitely could. And then this is the packaging, really nice. I did just get some lipstick on it, but as soon as you open it, you get some brown wig caps. You guys know it's time for me to switch out my wig cap, so this is perfect. I'll be able to use one of these, and then inside of that, or below that, is your wig. So the fun thing is, I don't remember exactly what I ordered, so it'll be interesting to see, and it'll be a surprise right here with you. So this is the bag your wig is in. I like when the wigs are like in a bag like this and it's zipped tight, that way nothing gets in it from the time it leaves the factory to the time it gets to you. You know it's safe, and it kind of protects the style. So on the little label right here, it just tells you cocoblackhair.com, which is cool. And I got the Emily wig. It's Emily 03-360 wig, Brazilian Virgin Yaki straight, 20 inches, natural color, cap size medium, lace colored medium brown. So that's what I got. Sounds like I got some kinky straight hair by way of Brazil. This is the packaging. These little nets are really good for keeping the style, or they help to keep the style whenever the wig is styled. And of course you have your natural fillers. Very beautiful. It's a natural color. The lace is a natural brown, so it'll blend with my skin very well. When I flip the cap inside out, it's obviously machine weft, and then you get some lace in the back. Along with that, you get a comb and then your adjustable straps, and then in the front you get a ton of lace. It's probably about 4 inches to me. I would guess about 5, between 4 and 5 inches. You get that comb right here in the center, which I never can tell what this is for because I would never, like my braids wouldn't start far back there, so I'm not sure what this comb is for, but most wigs have it. And then you have 2 combs on the side, so 1 for each side. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off the lace and get this wig prepared for you guys, and then I will be right back. And this is what the wig looks like when you first put it on. I will say it is pretty dense, so you will have to tweeze it out to get a natural hairline. I meant to show you guys before I put it on, but there are these 2 tabs, like after you cut the lace off the around, you still have these 2 little tabs right here, and this is what you would use to like, first of all, if you wanted to do an elastic band, you will put the band right here on each side, and it'll go behind your ears, and it'll pull the wig down so that it'll look like it's coming out of your scalp. Also, if you wanted to bond the wig down, you will put your bolt hold or your ghost bond or whatever kind of glue you would use right here, and that way you'll be able to bond the wig down. This is the lace, and then you'll be able to bond it right here, and that way you're able to have like those sideburns on each side that goes down. If you do not like any of that, then you would just cut it off. If the ear tabs are too long, you can cut them down. I'm thinking of just doing a side flip over like this. Done. So I'm going to do what I usually do, which is work on the hairline first while I get a feel for it and decide what I want to do in styling the hair, because how the hairline sits is more important than how I style it, because if this hair is sitting right, I'm not going to need to style it much. So there is a little bit of baby hair, it feels like, right here. I did not bleach the knots, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the wig look pretty natural without even bleaching the knots. So yeah, I guess I'm going to do a slow-mo.
So I'm starting off by pinning the hair back, that way the hair won't get in my face. Like if you remember this hairstyle circa, what, about 2005, 2006? So I'm using my fingers just to see how much sideburns that I want. If you watch my videos, you know I love the sideburns. I'm actually feeling this hairstyle. And now I'm going to go ahead and separate the hair that I want to use as baby hair. It did come with some baby hair, not a whole lot, so I just added a little bit more. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of mousse. When you put the mousse on the hair, it's going to help to train the hair to go in the direction that you want it to go in. When it's still wet, you won't be able to see a difference, but once it dries, it helps to keep the hair going in the opposite direction. And now here I am just going ahead and tweezing the hairline. This is probably the most tedious part about wearing lace wigs and lace frontals and lace closures. My suggestion is always to go ahead and tweeze a little bit, take a break, tweeze a little bit, because when you keep tweezing and you're tired, you're going to go ahead and over tweeze. And now I'm going to go ahead and use a rat tail comb. My son is saying hi to you guys. He wants to be in the camera. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some Got To Be Glued Ultra, and I'm going to use my fingers and the back of this comb and the front of this comb to go ahead and make my baby hair. If you feel like this is a little bit too thick for you, then you just go back at a later time and tweeze a little bit more. You don't want to do it all at once unless you are professional, because sometimes you think you've done it and then you like go back and look in the mirror an hour later and you're like, oh my god, I did too much. So do a little bit like this and then walk away from it and then come back later and then see if you really like it. If not, you know, go ahead and tweeze a little bit more. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on the sideburns. This part right here is a part that I kind of skimp on a lot of the times, but it makes the wig look so much more flawless. And I'm just going in and just pulling out hair. I want it to be as even as possible. I don't want to make, you know, like bald spots or patches. I just kind of want the whole thing to thin out. So I just move the tweezers all around and kind of just tweeze all around as much as I can. And then I'll take a break and kind of like pull all of the hair down. That way all of the excess hair that I've tweezed out can go ahead and come out, if that makes any sense. And you guys can see, you're starting to see a little bit of scalp and lace, which means I'm making progress. This takes forever. So I went ahead and trimmed a little bit more of the hair down so I can do a little bit more baby hair. And I noticed it was still a little bit too thick, so I'm going in between like each section and pulling out a little bit more. And I'm not even showing you guys, oh, I cut a lot of this out because, like I said, it's very tedious, but it just makes the wig look so much better. When I don't want to tweeze, I kind of do a center part and just do a little bit at the top of my head and kind of cheat. More Got To Be Glued. The Got To Be Glued is great because it go ahead, when you put it on your baby hair, as it dries on your head, it's gonna go ahead and secure the wig as well, because I did not put an elastic band on this wig. I do have a tutorial on how I add elastic bands if you're interested. Shameless plug. And to me, this looks so much more better. Behind the baby hair, it is still a little bit more dense. So if you want to go ahead and, you know, play with the rest of the hair and kind of thin out the lace a little bit, go ahead. I don't want to, but of course that is your option. I trimmed down the sideburn area and used a little bit of heat, and I think that's the perfect length and the perfect density. I'm going to take some of that Got To Be Glued and apply it directly to my skin. Yes, I do shave my sideburns off, and this is going to help to make the lace lay flawlessly without having glue in my hair. And I think that looks amazing. If I wake up tomorrow and I feel like it's too full, then tomorrow I'll go ahead and tweeze out more. But again, you don't have to always do it perfectly on the first try. Less is more. If it takes you a week to get it right, just tweeze out a little bit, take a day, you know, tweeze a little bit more, take another day. And this is what it looks like. Isn't that like a huge difference? I think the wig was already nice as is, but now it just looks so much more flawless. Just imagine if I had actually bleached the knots. This thing would look so beautiful. I always recommend bleaching the knots. I'm going to take a little bit of mousse in the parting. Mousse is like my secret weapon when it comes to forming wigs. It just helps so much with those flyaways. And then I use a little bit of heat from the flat iron to kind of help mold that. Now I'm going to just take and kind of pull it out a little bit. It's already a straight textured wig, so you really don't need to, but of course in shipping it kind of gets a little bit of crinkles in it. I did not use any product and I did not take my time. You're going to see when I show you the back of the wig that it can be straightened out even more, but for the purpose of this video I think it did a good job. And I just like to use my fingers and kind of just form it. I still at this point did not know what style I wanted to do. So I was going to do like a top knot. I was going to do the little old school style where you pin it up at the top. And I just was like, you know what, I just want to wear it down. I want to just be sexy and wear it all down. So at first I was like, I'm going to do a Leah style and kind of have it go in the front. And I was like, I did all this tweezing. I want you to see this hairline. So I'm going to take a flat iron, or actually a hot comb. It's an electric one. I have it linked down below. And this is the secret to getting your hairline to be as flat and flawless as possible. And I'm just using my fingers, flat ironing. I used a little bit more of that because when you flat iron it, the flat iron for some reason gives a little bit of more flyaways to the hair. You just take your time and just mold it. Mold it. I have nowhere to go, so I'm going to keep working until I get the desired results. I'm just going to take my flat iron and make one big curl in the front away from my face and kind of use the flat iron to help to mold the hair in the way that I want it to go. I'm jamming to some music. And yeah, that's pretty much it. From here, I'm just going to primp it a little bit more. But I think this is like a simple look that you don't have to do too much for. I almost forgot my powder. If you do not bleach your knots, I always recommend that you add a little bit of powder. Not necessarily to the hairline, because sometimes I mess up and it doesn't blend with my skin, as in the last few videos I've done. But thank you guys so much for watching. Now my thoughts on the hair.
And that's pretty much how I do that. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with this hairstyle, but of course it is the holidays this week. Thanksgiving is on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. So I felt like this was the perfect time to show you guys how I do just some simple, sexy holiday hair. And then how I will make it even sexier is I will take some bobby pins, and then I'll just take maybe 2 of them. All the details on this wig are listed down below, but I'll just take 2 bobby pins and go like behind the ear, almost at the behind the ear, almost at the nape, and kind of just do 1. And then 1 should be enough, but if it's not, you just do 2. And it's cute if they're exposed and crisscrossed, because you guys know bobby pins are like actually a trend these days. But you kind of want to get it in there and make sure it's like touching the braids and stuff, and kind of have that behind the ear, and the rest of the hair go over here. And I think this is a cute, you know, sexy, simple holiday style where you can be, you know, cute and stylish and sexy, and then you can also be, you know, kind of casual at the same time. I kept that curl. Usually when I curl hair, especially when it's for a bang, I'll just leave the curl and I won't touch it. It's even better if you go ahead and pin curl it with a pin. I should have done that on camera, but next time I will. And just kind of let that stay in its natural state after you curl it until it's time to go out the door. And then you kind of just play with it, tease it, and flip it around. I didn't use any product or any hairspray, but of course if you use hairspray, it'll stay together. I didn't necessarily want to do curls. I just wanted that one piece to kind of accent the bang, and that's pretty much it. And you see that curl kind of makes it a little bit more festive and holiday, and then I still have some bang under here. If you are, like for example, if you're going to use this style for like a holiday or pictures or something like that, I would highly suggest you do your hair, especially like the baby hair and stuff, the day before. I always prefer like second day baby hair, and that's because you're able to like use your Got2b glue or your edge control to kind of form it, and then it kind of gets hard. Like right now it's hard, and then like when I wear a scarf and go to bed and wake up the next day, it's still formed in the way that it should go, but it's soft and loosened up. And then on the second day I'll just be able to add a little bit of water and kind of reform it, and it'll be softer and prettier. And then also second day you can kind of like take a step back and look and see if you need to pull more hair out. I believe I do, but like I said, second day is usually where I'll go back and tweeze and pull out anything that I need to pull out even more. You can also put more curls. This hair is perfect because I feel like it's a Yaki texture, so it feels really good and it reminds you of pressed hair, but it's not like Afro Yaki. It's not blow dried Yaki. It's very bone straight Yaki, which is really, really pretty. I don't have any complaints about this hair. It's 20 inches and it's true to length. Let me see if I can show you guys what the back looks like. And yeah, like if you're gonna take a family photo, I always think that the hair swoop to one side always looks really pretty and sexy, especially if you're gonna wear like a shirt that like shows your shoulders or something like that, and just using some bobby pins, make sure that it doesn't keep like moving out of the way, because this is not gonna go back. Like even if I put it backwards, it's never gonna come around here unless I physically swing it like that or pull it forward myself. But I think it's super cute. You can even use bobby pins to do like a low mohawk or something like that. Just be creative and do different styles. I'm going to take a little bit of my handy dandy oil sheen. I'm also going to add my spray to the front. I was looking for that spray when I was doing my hair and I couldn't find it, and it was right in my face. And this spray kind of just helps that to set up if you want that style. I'm going to let that dry for a second before I move it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out Coco Black Hair. I have a link to their website listed down below, as well as a direct link to this wig. Also, all of the details on the density and the length and all that stuff is listed down in the description bar. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.